On Season Pass.
Playoff spots up for grabs, teams inching closer to district titles, and some holding on to hope. Week 10 of the high school football season has come and gone, and we have the highlights. Ozona battled Mason Junction, traveled to Cristoval. Highlights from Jack Party Memorial Stadium coming your way. We also have highlights and scores from the high school volleyball court as teams wrapped up the bi-district round of the playoffs. All this and more tonight. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Welcome everyone to Season Pass, your one-stop shop for everything Concho Valley sports. I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds. I hope everyone had a happy and safe Halloween last night. And I know this past week was spooky for some of our area high school football and volleyball teams. Playoff spots were on the line, shares of district titles handed out. There was a ton going on, but we have you covered on Season Pass tonight. Let's start on the gridiron with the 6A Central Bobcats in District 2-6A. Odessa High came to town Friday night for Week 6 of the regular season, and entering the game, the Angry Orange were red hot, riding a 2-game winning streak and trying to protect their 2-0 district record as the lone unbeaten team in the Little Southwest Conference. The Broncos are 0-2. Central looking for its 8th straight win over Odessa High. A slow start for Central, but they got things going late in the first quarter. Malachi Brown passes to Weston Hill. He goes in untouched for 6. Bobcats take a 7-0 lead. Brown with 5 touchdown passes on the night. Early second quarter, Broncos trying to get on the board, and they do thanks to this effort by Diego Cervantes. Fights his way in for the touchdown. Odessa averaging just 7 points per game entering this contest. Next possession by the Bobcats. Brown with a deep pass to Trip Noble beats his defender for the score. Bobcats retake the lead 14-7. 4 different Bobcats caught touchdown passes in the first half alone as Central takes care of business. They go on to score 31 unanswered points to beat Odessa 38-7. So like I mentioned, Central, the only undefeated team in 2-6A. Permian beat Friendship 36-27. Lee handled Abilene 51-19. Central travels to Midland High next week before hosting Permian on November 20th. Lakeview taking on Big Spring for the 3rd seed in District 2-4A Division 1. Big Spring got off on the right foot, getting in the red zone quickly. That set the tone for the rest of the night. From then on, senior Jose Cantu took care of the rest. Easy score for the Steers as they take the lead, and he was just getting started. There's nothing Jose Cantu can't do. Another touchdown as the Steers walk away with their first district win, 35-21. Lakeview finishes the regular season winless in district. Here's the complete and final District 2-4A Division 1 standings. How about Fort Stockton? They entered the district 1-5. They reel off 3 straight wins, including an upset over district favorite Andrews, 47-35 to claim the district title. Lakeview finishes winless. The Chiefs, they are in the playoffs as the 4th seed. They have a bye this week before starting the bi-district round. Over to District 3-3A Division 1. Wall looking to stay in the district title discussion, taking on Clyde. And that Hawk defense was swarming Friday night. Shuts down Austin Hastings. Then on the other side, they move the ball extremely well on the ground. Gabe Haskins rolls to his right, then pitches to Dominic Garcia for a huge gain past midfield and the Wall first down. The Hawks racked up 474 rushing yards against the Bulldogs. Later in that drive, they're going to go ahead and cash it in. Haskins pitches it back to Chase Rios in motion, goes in untouched for the touchdown. 28-7. Hawks extend their lead, and Wall hands Clyde their first district loss of the season, 36-13. Wall can still claim a share of the district title next week with a win and a Jim Ned loss to Clyde. The TLCA Eagles lost early 52-6, and with that loss, TLCA is officially eliminated from the playoffs with an 0-9 overall record, 0-4 in district. Speaking of the standings, Wall isn't completely out of this race. Like I said, the Hawks can still claim at least a share of the district title if Clyde beats Jim Ned next week. If the Bulldogs happen to pull off the upset and the Hawks beat early, We'll have a three-way tie between Jim Ned, Clyde, and Wall. It'll be the 10th straight year the Hawks have claimed a district championship. We'll see if Clyde can pull off the upset. We're rooting for chaos here on Season Pass. Give the people what they want. Next on the show, we recap the action from District 2-3A Division 2 and 14-2A Division 1 and Division 2. A lot more highlights and scores coming your way. We'll be right back.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get a total value of $6,000 on this 2020 Silverado Texas Edition. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Several years ago, Judge Steve Floyd and our county commissioners made a historic decision to relocate the Tom Green County Jail approximately 6 miles north of San Angelo. This state-of-the-art facility will be able to house over 550 inmates, with a price tag just under $71 million. Here at Concho Bail Bonds, we are strong supporters of this worthy and well-completed project, and we look forward to continue to offer the same quality services to all our valuable clients. At Concho Bail Bonds, it's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us.
In Washington, MJ Hagar would work to pass a far-left, anti-Texas agenda.
So I would say that what Democrats need to do differently is not compromise and not become moderate.
MJ Hagar supports a job-killing carbon tax that would cripple Texas's energy economy, and she would ban fracking, quote, as soon as we can do it safely. Higher energy taxes, lost jobs. MJ Hagar is too liberal for Texas. Texans for a conservative majority is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Joe Biden was raised a middle-class kid. His dad struggled to support the family. As president, Joe Biden will help us get ahead. A tax cut for the middle class, more money in our pockets. Tax credits to help small businesses get back on their feet. A plan to make education more affordable. Buy American to create good-paying jobs. A president to rebuild our economy. A president for the middle class. Independence USA PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Welcome back to Season Pass. There was a big district game in 2-3A Division 1 on Friday between Bangs and Ballinger. Both teams having great seasons so far. The Bearcats with their best records through 8 games since 2001. The Dragons, on the other hand, undefeated up to this point for the first time since 2005. The winner of this matchup will likely win the district title. When coaching in this matchup, Lipsy's team has won the past 4 games. Early first quarter, Bangs at midfield. Ethan Cortez with the QB keeper trying to make guys miss. Ball comes loose. Tyler Vaughn jumps on it for Ballinger. Bearcats take over, and they turn that turnover into points. Carter Arrett takes off to his right, stops, finds Vaughn for the 13-yard touchdown. Ballinger takes a 7-0 lead. The Bearcats put up 392 total yards of offense. But the Dragons hung around under a minute in the first half. Bangs in the red zone. Cortez tosses it to Guy Powell. That made it 13-all going into the break. Ballinger's defense was just huge in the second half, though. They kept Bangs off the scoreboard to pick up the win, 25-13. Grape Creek at home hosting the Sonora Broncos. Sonora trying to stay in that district title race. Maybe force a 3-way tie first quarter. That's Hunter O'Bannon takes the handoff and walks in for 6. 8-0 Broncos after the 2-point conversion. Second quarter now. Same score. Cale Sherrill, what a season he's having. Handles the low snap and jets it. Weaving through the defense in for 6 more. Another 2-point conversion makes it 16-0 Broncos. Still in the second. Sonora not done. Sherrill rolls out, finds Jamie Boutron, who takes it in for another 8 points. Sonora was just rolling in this one. Again, Sherrill adding another rushing touchdown before halftime. Sonora, they cruise to a win in Grape Creek, 44-14 over the Eagles. Brady hosting Ingram Moore. The Bulldogs can clinch a playoff spot with a win. First Bulldog drive, they punch it in. J.D. Ibarra for the touchdown. Brady on top, 7-0. Still first quarter. Hayden Barnett, watch him. He's just going to unload this thing towards Parker Leonard. He hauls it in. Impressive catch. He's hyped after that one. That brings the score to 14-0 Brady, and they kept their foot on the gas. Second quarter, Barnett keeps it himself. He's in for the touchdown. 24-0 all Brady. The Bulldogs are in the playoffs. They win 53-34. So Brady locks up that fourth and final playoff spot with a win. Ballinger remains perfect at 4-0. They can claim the outright title with a win over Sonora on Friday. However, if chaos ensues and Sonora beats Ballinger and Bangs beats Brady, this one will end in a three-way tie between Ballinger, Bangs, and Sonora. Just something to keep your eye on. Mason and Ozona, the first time these two have played since 2015. First quarter, Ozona in striking range. Jesse Vega fakes out the cameraman and hits Logan Fay for the touchdown. Lions up 6-0. Late first quarter, Mason, they respond though. Matthew Kerr rolling right, keeps it himself with the nasty stiff arm, gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown, and it ties the game at 6 after a missed extra point. Now in the second quarter, Ozona in the red zone. Joe Perez leaps over the would-be tacklers. That's a touchdown. Lions led 12-6 at that point. These two teams just traded blows a couple more times, but Mason comes away with the win. 27-18, the 10th straight district title for the Punchers. 8th-ranked Cristobal has been on fire since their season opening loss since Wink, taking on Junction. First quarter, the human highlight reel, Braden Wilcox rolling right, finds his buddy Bo Jolly in for the first score of the game. Touchdown Cristobal. Casey Otho loving it, and they would add more. Braden Wilcox over to catcher Joyner. That's a touchdown. 14-0 after that score. Coach Contrucci just trying to find a way to stop the 8th-ranked team in the nation. Ensuing drive for Junction. Chance Condarco picked off by Bo Jolly, his second interception of the game. And Cristobal, they're going to clinch a share of the District 14-2A Division II title. They win it 55-6. Some other scores from 14-2A Division II. Rock Springs stomps Miles 62-18. That clinches a playoff spot for Rock Springs and eliminates Miles from the playoffs. And then El Dorado, they have a good chance to lock up that 2 seed if they win out. And this is a good start. They beat Menard 68-7. The Eagles will travel to Junction next week. And then here are those standings with 1 week to play in the regular season. Cristobal, like I said, could win the outright district championship with a win over Miles on Friday. It would be the first outright title since coming back to the 11-man football game in 1994. Like I said again, El Dorado can clinch the 2 seed with a win over Junction. Rock Springs travels to Menard. A lot to look forward to next week for high school football, and we're not done yet. Coming up after the break, we jump to the world of 6-man football and check in on Sterling City, very best Erie and County, Paint Rock, and Eden. Stay with us.
Your business is important. That's why we're proud to recognize KLST's small business leaders. At Johnson's Funeral Home, we understand that each life is a unique story. Visit us at 435 West Beauregard. Aladdin's Flooring carries major brands of flooring and window blind products. See us today at 1114 West Beauregard. Proline Rentals has been offering short and long-term storage solutions throughout West Texas. 658-1969.
In Washington, MJ Hagar would work to pass a far-left, anti-Texas agenda.
So I would say that what Democrats need to do differently is not compromise and not become moderate.
MJ Hagar supports a job-killing carbon tax that would cripple Texas's energy economy, and she would ban fracking, quote, as soon as we can do it safely. Higher energy taxes, lost jobs. MJ Hagar is too liberal for Texas. Texans for a conservative majority is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
I wanted to give back to my world, and using CASA as an avenue, I can give back just a little bit, and it allows me to share my heart with the rest of the world and with these children. By working with CASA, we are able to have an impact on the stability, the joy, acceptance that these children feel. You are still giving of yourself to these children who need us desperately. So don't be afraid of getting out there and getting involved in these children's lives. They need you.
I can't express how much I appreciate every single thing that St. Jude has done. You never know when you could be that determining factor to save the next child's life. 1 million thank yous wouldn't be enough.
Welcome back to Season Pass. 2020 has been the season of schedule changes across both football and volleyball. It's been a struggle to follow at times, but it's also allowed for non-stop action. Take District 8-1A Division I, for example. Highland battled COVID-19 issues earlier in the season, so in order to fit in all of their district games, they moved their game against Bront to Monday so they could play Sterling City on Saturday. Monday and Saturday football in the Concho Valley, I can't complain. Starting with Monday's action, Bront hosting the Highland Hornets. Second quarter, the Longhorns trailing 44-0, but they get on the board. Aiden Beck takes the pitch, follows his blockers, and he's in for 6. Highland still in front 44-6, though, and they kept at it. Ensuing drive, Jacob Hamilton takes this pitch outside and in for the easy touchdown. 52-6, Highland all over Bront. And how about some more touchdowns? Bront, they're going to mishandle the pitch. That ends up in the hands of Creed Turney, and he turns that turnover into 6 points. Runs it all the way back. This would end after 2 quarters. Highland takes it over Bront 58-6. A toasty one out in Sterling City Saturday afternoon. The Eagles looking to remain perfect. First quarter, Cross Knittle takes the pitch, finds running room, and he has been doing this all season long. A touchdown, Sterling City. No one can catch him, and they are loving it. They go up 16-0. The Eagles ran only 6 offensive plays, all touchdowns. Later in the quarter, following a Highland score, Chance Ferguson feels the onside kick, and he makes magic happen. Runs from side to side, dodges a couple Highland defenders, eventually finds a hole down the sideline, and boy, was that return crafty. Touchdown, Sterling City. They led 62-22 at the half. Definitely a KLST top 5 play nominee. Opening drive for Highland in the third. Seth Garrett's pass is picked off by Damian Calderon, and he calls game. Takes it all the way back for the game-ending pick 6. Sterling City mercy rules Highland 68-22. The Eagles have clinched at least a share of the District 8-1A title, scoring from all aspects of the game, making for one happy head coach Trey Sisko.
It was awesome. I mean, and that's what you talk about when you go with a team win. I think that's what we did today. You know, defense, we gave up a few points, but they're a good football team and got behind us a couple of times. So that's something that we can work on in the future. But yeah, just an overall great team victory. Like you said, scoring from all over the place. It was awesome. These guys, you know, are hometown kids. They've grown up here. They've gone through the system. And, you know, more than anything, that means a lot to me with those kids, the homegrown kids that have been here this whole time. And as far as that goes, you know, we've had some great teams in the past, and for this group to kind of break through and, you know, take care of business this year was very impressive.
It's a dominant win for Sterling City. Like I said, outright district title with the win on Friday if they beat Robert Lee. Westbrook is sitting in that number 2 spot. Both Sterling City and Westbrook are your playoff teams from District 8-1A Division 1. The Wildcats will take on Bront to wrap up the regular season. District 14-1A Division 1, Very Best taking on Erie County. First quarter, Erie County up 14-0. Very Best is going to get on the board. Connor Barnes dials it up to Bo Dunn. He's going to walk right into the end zone with ease. Falcons down 6 after the extra point. Later in the same quarter, same score. Erie County in the red zone after a turnover. That's Trevin Kofel to Parker Connor. Hornets up 14-0. Second quarter, Erie County in control. Now up 22. Osio Garza is just thrown into the red zone by his own lineman. Erie County would go on to win 57-8 in mercy rule fashion, keeping its playoff chances alive. Very Best season, however, comes to an end. Paint Rock trying to play spoiler against Eden. The Bulldogs can stay in the playoff hunt with a win. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 23-6. Paint Rock's Brandon Belk takes the snap, avoids the tacklers, goes to the edge, and just pretty much handles everyone. 5 Bulldogs can't bring him down. Touchdown Belk. He breaks free. Paint Rock is on the board. Second quarter, Eden leading 29-14. Hunter Rogers pitches it back to Javier O'Malley, gets some blockers and goes up the sideline for the touchdown. They extend their lead 37-14. The Bulldogs offense just kept rolling. Rogers takes the snap and takes off. No one catches him. Bulldogs take a 43-14 lead. They go on to win this one, 59-14. Over to District 6-1A Division II. Welcome back to the playing field, Blackwell. They haven't played in a few weeks due to other teams in the district dealing with COVID-19 related issues. The Hornets rout Trent 62-12. And according to Blackwell head coach Clint Lowry, Friday's game against Lorain will be for the district championship. Both Blackwell and Lorain are your playoff teams from that district. So Eden will take on Erie and County for the final playoff spot in District 14-1A Division I. Sterling City and Water Valley can lock up outright district titles with wins on Friday. Exciting stuff to look forward to. Next on Season Pass, we recap the bi-district round of the high school volleyball playoffs. Don't go away. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Today I made some chocolate chip cookies for Grandma's birthday.
What a marvelous family using gig speed to prepare for Grandma's birthday.
For real. Those little guys are watching cooking videos while she's live streaming.
And Aunt Sue's helping by watching a movie. Classic.
She's here.
How are they doing all of this without slowing down?
It's the gig speed, like I said.
You gotta have the fastest internet when you're a family of influencers.
Bring every room to life with internet from Suddenlink, starting at just $20 a month. Now with gig speeds available on our next generation network.
MJ Hagar and Joe Biden pledged to destroy the Texas oil and gas economy. Hagar's pledge?
I support a carbon tax.
Biden's pledge?
Have a transition from the oil industry, yes.
Carbon tax, transition, those mean destroy. Imagine Texas without oil and gas. The families, the jobs, the lives destroyed. No way, MJ. John Cornyn appreciates oil and gas. He'll keep Texas strong.
I'm John Cornyn, and I approve this message.
Concho Valley Homepage isn't just a website or an app in San Angelo. It's your connection to everything in the Concho Valley. From Wall to Cristoval, Miles to Great Creek, people turn to Concho Valley Homepage over 1 million times. With webcasts, push alerts, and website exclusives, all completely free, behind zero paywalls. ConchoValleyHomepage.com isn't just news for San Angelo. It's keeping you connected to the Concho Valley.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The high school volleyball playoffs are here. 10 Concho Valley teams punched their ticket to the postseason, and we have the highlights and scores from the bi-district round. Starting with a seeding game between Miles and Colorado City in Sterling City. This one would need 5. Grace Schwartner gets the kill. Miles in front 3-1, and then a little later, Allie Kalina sets up Reagan Smithwick. She sends it home. Bulldogs up by just 1. And they would close it out. Smithwick, flashing her defensive ability, gets the block. Miles wins the 5th set 15-9. They beat Colorado City in a thriller. Lady Bulldogs earn a first-round bye and will face Albany in the area round tomorrow. Class 3A bi-district matchup, Sonora and Grape Creek from Central. First set, Sonora's Skylar Harris taps it over the net. Grape Creek sends it back, and Harris hits it right back over. Now to reach from the Lady Eagles. Sonora up 8-3. The Lady Broncos kept their distance in this set. Nice block by Alyssa Martinez. Sonora won the first set 25-18. Grape Creek down early in the second set, but fighting back. Macy Laudermilk block party. Point Lady Eagles. Later in the set, though, Sonora down by 1. Kaylin Hoffman tips it over, and it goes out of play. Grape Creek would take the second set 25-23. That would be the only set Grape Creek would win. Sonora wins the 3rd and 4th set, and they take the match 3-1. The Lady Broncos will face Nocana in the area round on Tuesday at Hamilton High School. Here's the rest of the final scores from the bi-district round. Lakeview's season comes to an end in straight sets to 4th-ranked Hereford, 25-9, 25-10, 25-3. Congrats to the Maidens on an excellent season. Walls sweeps Odessa Compass to set up an area-round matchup with Holiday. That one on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Gymned High School. Over in Class 2A, Junction beats Brackettville 3-0. The Lady Eagles will take on number 3 Freer on Tuesday in the area-round. First service set for 6:30 p.m. at Somerset High School. And then in Class 1A, Water Valley beats Mullen in straight sets. They'll battle 6th-ranked Strawn tomorrow at 7 p.m. Braun also victorious in straight sets over Rochelle. They'll battle number 9 Benjamin on Tuesday in Colorado City. Very best Miles in Sterling City. They all had byes in the bi-district round. They'll kick off their postseason runs this week in the area round. For more on those matchups, head over to ConchoValleyHomepage.com. Stay with Season Pass. Next, we have our top plays of the week and our player of the week. We'll be right back.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
Well, I originally got into sportscasting because there's just so many stories outside of the sidelines that I feel like people should know, being able to tell the stories of athletes. I'm Ryan Reynolds, weekend sports anchor, and you're watching KLST, local news first.
During the Today's the Day sales event, get $2,000 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Top 5 plays in the Concho Valley. A ton of great ones this week. Starting at the top with Miles taking on Colorado City. Jessica Hines says, meet me at the net. Flashes a smile after that one. What an athletic play. Lady Bulldogs get the win in 5 sets. Number 4, a huge game out in Ozona Friday night. Mason's Matthew Kerr says, get off me with the stiff arm. Caps it off with a touchdown. Mason beats Ozona 27-18. They can claim the outright district title with a win over Brackettville on Friday. In the 3 spot, Ballinger hosting undefeated Bangs, and this was just some kind of Bearcat defense Friday night. Gavin Martinez with the strip. Tyler Vaughn recovers. Those turnovers a huge factor in this one. Ballinger slays the Dragons 25-13. Number 2, if you haven't seen Brandon Belk play for Paint Rock, you're missing something special. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. This is 6-man football, folks. 5 Eden Bulldogs missed the tackle on that one. He goes on to score. However, Eden wins this one by a lot. And then the number 1 play of the week. Top-ranked Sterling City hosting Highland. This is Chance Ferguson on the return for the Eagles. Where he going? He doesn't even know, but he pulls out all the stops, making magic happen. Finds a hole down the sideline for his 2nd kick return touchdown of the afternoon. Sterling City stays undefeated. They get the win, 68-22. Time now for this week's Player of the Week. Credit to Wall Hawks offensive line for allowing this to happen. Senior Tate Williams had a record 17 pancakes, and with that, Chase Rios, Dominic Garcia, and Kai Herbert all eclipsed the century mark in Friday's win over Clyde. Rios had 163 yards, Garcia had 153 yards, and Herbert had 10 rushes for 104 yards.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Southwest Schools and Spas.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Sunday.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyos.